ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ISS ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਕੋਈ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਫਤ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੌਬ ਗੇਬਰੀਅਲ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਟੈਕਸਨ ਦਾ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Thank you.
Welcome. So let's start with you, Bob. What is the ISS? What's the full format and what kind of services are you providing to the people?
ISS stands for Immigrant Services Society of British Columbia. ISS is a non-profit organization that has been established since 1972, serving immigrants in Canada.
Okay.
And our motto is helping immigrants build a future here in Canada.
Right.
If I may, I'll just talk about. We have a mission statement, which is the helping build a future in Canada, and also a vision statement that by 2015, ISS of BC will be known for its leadership in building a welcoming and inclusive Canada.
Okay.
That recognizes the strength of our nation's diversity.
Oh, wonderful. So it's been since lots of decades this institution has been helping the immigrants.
Yes.
So if you could just talk about a little bit of the challenges which the immigrants are facing, because now the demographics are changing. More and more immigrants from different countries, and especially the educated class, has started coming over to this place. So if you would like to address this, what kind of challenges are the people facing who are coming now, Mary?
Yeah, a lot of our newcomers coming in from different countries, like especially the top 3 sources, Philippines, India, and China.
Right.
And a lot of them are really skilled. And the problem is not really a problem, but a challenge is how to integrate to the workforce.
Right.
According to at the same level when they are in their country of origin.
Right.
So for our programs, like employment programs of ISS of BC, we help them integrate like job search programs, and we have a lot of success stories out of this one. And
Oh, that's
we can
wonderful.
tell you more about it.
Sure, definitely.
Yes.
So Bob, if you could tell us, like Mary has talked about, that there are various programs which are being run to integrate, and you also mentioned that your vision is to integrate them into the mainstream society as such, because from where they are coming, their skills are different, their language skills are different, their other skills are also different. So what kind of programs are being run by ISS?
So basically, we have settlement services to start with for people who have come to Canada. Settlement services for immigrants and refugees, and so that we can help them settle. So we provide in the settlement range, we would help them with the basic learning about Canada, learning about the systems in Canada, and getting them acquainted with that, and being able to apply and access the services that are available under the settlement program.
Right.
We also, so from the settlement, they would cover things like filling forms, applying for SIN numbers and PR cards and that kind of stuff. So when we have them settled, and we have helped them with their housing and whatever, giving information and directing them to the proper sources where they can get help for particular services, those that we are not able to provide. Then from that, we expect these people to be looking for jobs. So that's where we have the employment programs, and we have a career services.
Okay.
We have a language college that help these people with their language challenges.
Right.
To help them to learn English, and of course to get to the point where they can apply and do improve their skills so that they can get better jobs as they go.
Right.
And of course we have under the settlement services, I should say that we also have just a small, just to introduce them to the type, how the labor market here in Canada.
Right.
Help them with their initial resume, help them with interview skills, teaching them how to attend an interview and how to be successful at it.
Right.
And also with the labor market information, that kind of a thing, so that they're prepared and are able to secure their first job.
Okay.
Now, for those people who are wanting, we talk about integration, we also want them to integrate in the community. So we have what we call the community connections, where we would match newcomers with residents of the area in which they settle,
Okay.
people who are prepared to help them settle. For instance, how to take the public transportation system is so different from where they come from.
Right.
How to go shopping, for instance. How to, take them on field trips to
Right.
let them to be acquainted with the various historical spots here in the, in the communities in which they live.
Right.
So that covers the whole range, and we help them. It's almost like hand-holding them through the process until they could stand on their feet and start getting acclimatized and getting
Right.
integrated into the system.
Oh, that's wonderful. So basically, it's a varied, kind of approach, whereby integrated approach, where you are letting them know how to start and where to go.
Where to go.
Correct,
Wonderful.
absolutely.
So in this, Mary, what kind of, like you were talking about the success stories initially, that there are lots of success stories.
Yes.
So basically, when a person who comes over here, because the system is absolutely different from where we have come, so it becomes quite difficult. But once these kind of things are told, so what kind of success rate is there basically? And when we talk about the integration also, when we talk about them understanding the basic and making them acclimatized with the system as such. So if you could let us know a few stories whereby people have really succeeded in this.
I would certainly do a lot of success stories lately, and ISS of BC is like a one-stop shop, and it's for free. So that's the main thing there.
Right.
It's funded by the government.
Right.
So it's really a grant, and the newcomers should really take advantage of it. So we have one success story lately. I just received it the other week, and he was a gentleman from Mumbai,
Okay.
actually from India, and he was a IT director back home, and I think also a professor.
Right.
So after some time, he applied for maybe sending some resumes, but he wondered because he was not getting any
Okay.
replies from the companies, because there's something unique here in Canada. The way you apply, the way you write your resume, it's
Right.
something different. So these things we teach them. So
Right.
we assist them how to make their resume as simple as maybe 1-pager to 2-pager,
Right.
without any picture, of course. And of course, as far as having a mock interview, like handshake.
Right.
So as simple as that one could make or break an interview.
Okay.
Yes.
So basic etiquettes along with how to write your resume and other things, they make a lot of difference.
Yes, exactly. And then which teach them how to adapt into the new workplace,
Right.
because we have these soft skills
Yes.
under the employment program. So we teach them how is the culture in the workplace. So
Right.
what are the do's and don'ts? There are certain also uniqueness in the Canadian culture, like maybe you have to have a distance.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
That physical distance, psychological.
So basic etiquettes and basic mannerism is taught so that
Correct.
you fit into the system. Wonderful. We'll continue with the discussion. Let's go for a small break, and after that we'll continue talking about some of the other programs, and especially the Skill Connect, which has been introduced by the government, what kind of effect it is having, and what is this program after this break. So ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਜੋ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ IS ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਹੈਗੀ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਫਿਟ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਵਾਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ, ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਫਰਮ ਰੈਜ਼ਿਊਮੇ ਰਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਐਟੀਕੇਟਸ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਡੀਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੰਟੀਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਮੁਫਤ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ।